Hi guys, this is Dark Eagle and welcome to my tutorial number 7. And today we're still doing an air defense mission. It's very simple, so it's suitable for beginners. And we will see on the map that we won't have any surface-to-air missiles. So what we have to do is first, there's a threat of the Russians making an airstrike on our base. And we will have to keep an eye out on the coast, and when we find any threats we will eliminate the threat with our F-22s before they get too close. So let's get started. So make sure after you have downloaded the scenario from my Steam page, there's the website or the URL to the scenario on the YouTube video description, and after you have downloaded, make sure you select the US side, enter scenario, begin scenario. And what we have here is we have a radar and FPS 108. We have a building hospital, and actually our target or what the enemy will try to take out is our hospital. And we have an airfield here. So first what we're going to do is right click on the airfield, select air operations, and we can see that we have 10 F-22 Raptors and 10 E-2D Advanced Hawkeye. This is a really powerful unit. It serves as our eye, which can find the enemy at a really long distance. So even though it cannot attack any enemy units, it's really important because you're basically blind without this kind of unit. So first what we're going to do is we're going to go to mission reference points and define area rectangle and create an area for a mission. I'm going to make it pretty close to the coast because I won't want my AEW, air early warning units, to go too far out to the sea because they can't defend themselves. And I'm just going to name it 1 and click OK. And second, I'm going to click on missions reference points again and go to add mission, add new mission. And I'll just name it 1 and select patrol for the class and AAW patrol as default. Click OK. And now I'm going to go to units and select the 10 Advanced Hawkeye and then click the down arrow. For now I'm not going to assign the F-22s to the mission because if they get into the area too early, they're just gonna circle around, and by the time the enemy reaches the area they could have already ran out of fuel. So for now we're just gonna use the Advanced Hawkeye to keep an eye on the coast. And we go back to the airbase. We can see the Advanced Hawkeye. They're already assigned to the mission. And one thing really important in the mission settings, make sure you select 2 units per class, otherwise they will try to assign many more units than you need. And flight size just 1, and make sure you do this because by default it's ignoring the number of units you have on your mission. So make sure you have 2. If I select this, you will have 2 Advanced Hawkeyes circling around in the area. Okay, now I'm gonna click resume and check on my units. Okay, we have 2 Advanced Hawkeye units taking off. Set times 15. Taking off. Okay, I'm selecting one flame to save time. So I'm constantly clicking resume and pause because I never know when they're coming. Actually, I know, but I'm just pretending that I don't, just to make it realistic. So what we're going to do is, when we see any threats, we'll ask the F-22 to join our mission. So basically, they will also arrive at the area and try to eliminate the targets. Okay, nothing yet. So they're just circling around the area automatically. Okay, now we can see they're running out of fuel, so the new advanced Hawkeye units are coming in to take their place. So as you can see, if we have the mission set up, it's gonna make everything really automatic. You don't have to do anything manually. All you have to do is keep an eye on the targets. Okay, now we have a possible threat, and as we can see, it's bomber 4567, so this is not a good sign. What I'll do now is right click on the airport and then select 4 F-22s. You can select more than 4, but for this mission I'm pretty confident that they will be enough to take out the enemies. So assign them to mission 1. Okay, now they're taking off immediately. Okay, now they've turned red, and we can see it's 4 2-160s. So that's not a good sign because they will be able to fire at a pretty long range. So let's see if our F-22s can get into the area soon enough. I'm gonna do something here that will make everything work better. I'll click on one and hold shift and select the other, and now I'm coming into the throttle, which controls the speed at which the planes fly, and now it's automatic. I'm gonna click on military. See, they're traveling at 0.83 Mach, 0.83. I'll select military. So now it's turned to manual. I can always turn it back on to auto if I want. So as we can see, they should be speeding up. I'll turn the game speed back to 15. Now they've arrived at the area and they're speeding up. I can try to engage them manually if I want. I will select one of the planes as we've learned in earlier tutorials and just click on manual targeting and click on the 2-160, but what I'm gonna do now is just watch and see if they'll do anything by themselves. Okay, now if I select one of the F-22s, I can see a green line connecting it and the 2-160. That means they're engaging the target. As you can see here, it's target 2-160 Blackjack number 4, and this plane is Blackjack number 6, so they're all doing their job. And we can pretty much just watch the show. Okay, now we have several missiles being fired. 4 AIM 120Ds. Now I'll zoom in and see slow down the game. Okay, just one target killed. Now they're engaging more with more missiles, and we can see 160 is running away. Okay, 3 more left. And you can, as we can see, not every missile will hit the target. So if you want to have a better chance of getting them before they run away, you can always change the rules of engagement, or the ROE. You can select the weapon release authorization and guided weapon, or against aircraft, unspecified or whatever, and select 4 rounds. But make sure that you're aware that all your F-22s have very limited amount of AIM 120s, and the AIM 9X, it has a much shorter range. So if you want more missiles being fired, you should assign more planes to the mission. I think for this mission, we'll be fine. Okay. Okay, 2 of them missed. And as you can see, it's pretty strange that he is not engaging this target, so this is why sometimes you still want to assign them to a target manually. Okay, this one is turning back. Okay, we're done. So we have 2 F-22s taking out. We can see the losses and expenditures, taking out the 4 Tu-160s and using 16 AIM 120Ds. So now our mission is complete, and in our next mission I'll try to level up the difficulty and see if we can take on more difficult missions. Okay, I'll see you in our next tutorial. Bye bye.